matches somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, y'all can't copy yet. Glad moonwalking, and this here is a party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music, I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, on my INDEPENDENT, this hustling. Chasing dreams since I was 14 with the 4-track bustin'. Halfway across that city with the back question. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people, spread it across the country. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give it to the people, spread it across the country.
Here we go back, this is the moment. Tonight is the night, we'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Here we go back, this is the moment. Tonight is the night, we'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Now, can I kick it? Thank you, yeah, I'm so grateful. I grew up really wanna go fronts, but that's what you get when Wu-Tang raised you. Y'all can't stop me, go hard like I got an 808 in my heartbeat. And I'm eating at the beat like it gave a to a great white shark on Shark Week. Raw, gonna go off, gone, deuces goodbye. I gotta...
Everyone is in their seats here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles as the Los Angeles Lakers look to grab a win on the home floor. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I caught up with Coach Rick Adelman. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, we've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
Thanks for the report, Doris. Guys, what do you do to spread this defense out?
Well, I think you've got to come at them with a variety of offensive looks. Try to keep them guessing, keep their rotations a little bit off rhythm.
As usual, Steve, you're all over it. You've got to keep switching things up on them so they can't get settled into a defensive rhythm or groove. So give them something they don't expect.
Gorgie Jang, the Big East Defensive Player of the Year, anchored the #1 defense in the nation last year at Louisville. 6'11", has a 9'3" standing reach. Really good instincts as a shot blocker. And I'll tell you what, he's a better passer and offensive player than a lot of people give him credit for.
And Steve and Clark, what do you make of his comments to the media after their last game?
Well, when you listen to what he says in these press conferences, and he just comes off as really a humble player, never really makes it about himself if he can help it, and always willing to defer to others for accolades.
You know, some players kind of have a fake humility about them, but he's not one of them. I mean, he genuinely believes this stuff. He loves the organization. He loves his teammates. And I think he really enjoys the environment here, and he's really helped establish it, too.
And Jang, a native of Senegal, the MVP of the 2009 basketball without Borders camp in South Africa. You were just talking about that the other day.
Yeah, Without Borders doing a much better job of finding, developing talent in Africa, Kevin. And he's not just a defender, folks. This kid is really pretty good offensively. I think he's going to surprise a lot of people with his production.
Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. And the Lakers with another miss. Here's Little General. Oh, he got it! Oh, buzzer!
Knock it down! Right at the horn!
2K Sports Magazine. The latest issue is now available.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
And I'm just so impressed with the long-range shooting. They have really lit it up from outside.
Yeah, the sharp shooting from deep, a big part of their lead, and they're playing with confidence and shooting it well.
Inside the 7-footers, Gasol and Payman. Nash and Bryant in the backcourt, and it's Young in at the 3 spot. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Brewer with a screen for Martin. For 3. That is good. That's now 8 points for Little General.
So much of what ailed the Lakers could be traced to the lack of defensive presence, and it really came to a head when Magic Johnson, one of the greatest Lakers of all time, called them out about looking to play Showtime offense while not paying attention to solid defense.
Such a difficult shot to defend, that turnaround.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. There's the dish to Love. The pass to Little General. Back to Love. 3-pointer. No good. Lakers trail by 6. And Young, here we go. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And going back look. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And there's a whistle that goes on Luke Richard Mbamute. That is his first foul of the game. Kevin Love's checked in for J.J. Barea. Outside, Meeks. That's good. Meeks got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Sometimes, Kevin, you can just look at a guy's release and immediately recognize that he's a born shooter. And that's the case with Meeks. Beautiful form. Just has a natural way of getting that ball to go through the hoop.
Ever since his college days at Kentucky, he's been one of the best shooters on the planet, and that hasn't changed. You just can't leave him alone anyplace. Rocket 2. And not sure what he was thinking there. Los Angeles leading by 5.
You know, Dante Cunningham is in his 5th season out of Villanova, and, you know, last season got the most consistent minutes of his career with the Timberwolves, and it was injuries that created the opportunity, and he played well.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Little General in the last game against the Mavericks just played phenomenal. He ended with 25 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that Clark was something special.
Kevin, it really was. I mean, they threw everything but the kitchen sink at him, and nothing slowed him down.
But let's just say he was really good.
Here is Mbamute. Little General to halt the run, and it's good on the way up. Little General has got 10 points.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Brooks outside. Farmar. The 3, and it's blocked, but he stays with it. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Here's Little General. He's coming off a 25-point game against Dallas.
And Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. So he was very aggressive with his game, attacking the D and capitalizing on those free throws.
6 to shoot. Love. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Nash. And Young, here we go. Here's Kobe. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome to 2K Sports. It's been
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. So on the floor for Minnesota, Big men, Love and Bekovic. Little general out there with J.J. Barea. And it's Brewer in at the small forward spot. Kobe kicks to Young. Fires the three. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Kobe's got 4 assists now tonight.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Here's Little General. And he threw the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. 5th, the Timberwolves.
You can tell by watching them just how focused they were at the defensive end of the court.
Some changes for Minnesota. Mbaamute's checked in for Love. Budinger comes in for Corey Brewer. And it's Alexei Shved in for J.J. Barea. Bazemore dishes to Kaman. Kaman off the pick from Hill. Kaman passes to Hill. Rebound, Minnesota. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, a very familiar opponent. They've played these guys an awful lot over the years, and this is the first of their 4 get-togethers this season.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And Meeks Lakers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Nash and Bryant in the backcourt. Inside the 7-footers, Gasol and Kaman. And it's Young in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Shot clock at 2. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
really quite surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard said.
Yeah, it's not typical. I mean, they have been really dominant on the glass.
It's a pick by Love. Outside, Martin. That three off the mark.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing him.
And Kobe, here we go. He kicks it to Keeman. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Going back to Pekovic, Clark, offensively, he is a real presence. Defensively, not great, but Steve, solid.
Well, he's not explosive. He's physical, but you know he is a good rebounder, and most importantly, he wants to mix it up down there. He's a presence, and I think that's one of the reasons he's become such a good player in this league.
Martin with a screen on Nash. Here's Little General. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Little General's got 12 points in just the second half. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And a moment now to check out who Minnesota has coming up. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game, as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a win against Dallas.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
Pekovic with a screen. This is to Martin. Kobe with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. 25 points for Kobe Bryant. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
I'm sure that's a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in the first half.
Hooked away. And now, running up the court, Brewer pushing it up. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Young sets a screen for Kobe. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, guys, with Kobe, it's all about the ability to create his own shot wherever and whenever he wants. And he does it with a combination of size, speed, and tremendous footwork.
Yeah, Steve, but it doesn't end there. I mean, even if you do manage to stick with him and get a hand in his face, it really doesn't matter. Hands just don't seem to bother him at all. His concentration level and confidence at such a high mark. Once he gets it going, there's really no slowing him down.
Gasol kicks to Kobe. Young outside. Pass to Nash. He feeds it to Gasol. Nash dishes to Kobe. 6 on the shot clock. There's the pass to King. That one off the back iron and out. Timberwolves trailed by 7. Little General the pass to Martin. Little General guarded by Kobe. It's a pick by Love. He passes to Pekovic. Back to Love. On deep. On the wing, Brewer. Defended by Kaman. Pass to Little General. Nash with the block. But they get it back. Here's Little General. Buries it from 3-point range. Little General has got 5 points now this quarter.
It seems like they've given up far too many points from the three-point shot today. A lot of open looks out there.
I agree, Steve. The defensive rotations have been abysmal.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike D'Antoni was discussing with his players. The message, stick with it. He said the game is right there, fellas, right there for the taking. But we've got to play with purpose and precision. Kevin, can they get it done?
Love with the screen on Nash. Here's Little General. And the rebound goes to Nash.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Kamen's shot is good.
They are not letting up, guys. They just keep coming out.
And I'd say that lead is too big to overcome at this point.
Here's Brewer. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Nick Young on the wing. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making.
Now here comes Nash leading the break. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers are a 3 off the inbound. The shot is off. And so the Lakers take the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.